Since you started being a hands-on mom,
In the afternoons?
yes, you made a choice to spend more time with the kids, and it brought out a new side of you.
What side?
10 seconds in, I'm already a fan of this show. Pivoting, it's a new comedy series about three close-knit friends who are coping with the loss of one of their friends. Tommy Dewey plays Henry, the spouse of one of these friends, and joins us to talk about the show. Good morning. Thanks for joining us from Los Angeles. Sorry for the early get-up.
Hey, no problem. It'll get my day started right. Good morning. How are you?
Good morning. Good to see you. I mean, it's a funny show, but it's also dealing with grief, right? So it's kind of a balancing act here. But tell us about Pivoting.
Yeah, it's this group of friends loses one of their own, an early tragic death, and they kind of take stock of their own lives and think, what's on my bucket list that I haven't done? So they all pivot. That's the title, and all make kind of radical life changes. Most of them go a little too far. My guy Henry is Eliza Coop's husband, kind of in the middle, trying to keep them from going completely off the rails. But yeah, it finds humor in some pretty dark places. Takes an irreverent look at all that stuff, and that's how I deal with hard stuff. So I was in from the get-go.
Yeah, what's the takeaway for viewers on this show?
I think that it's okay to apply humor as a balm to tragedy. It's the worse the tragedy, the more humor might be necessary to kind of get through, and also lean on your friends, man. It's a show about friendship. That's kind of the emotional core of it.
Yeah. Okay. Tell us about Henry. How close is Henry to you?
Henry's a lot more chill than I am. Henry kind of keeps it together. I'm the live wire around my house, but he's got a sense of humor about it all. I think his dirty secret is he likes the chaos. It kind of gives him an identity. And as the series progresses, and hopefully get to make more of it, I think you'll find out that Henry needs a little bit of a pivot himself. He's been sort of selfless early on, but I think he's got his own needs and his own bucket list.
Lots of buzz about this show. Even talk about a season 2. So if that turns out to be the case, where would you like to see Henry's character go?
Yeah, I mean, I say Henry's chill, but the actor in me wants Henry to come apart a little bit.
Right. Meltdown.
Yeah, I'd like a meltdown.
Yeah, because you don't get to do that in Rugrats. You're Stu Pickles.
I know, come on. How'd they let me do that?
I know. I got to meet the original Stu Pickles, Jack Riley, years ago for the Rugrat movie. And you're the new Stu Pickles.
I know, and those are huge shoes to fill, and I'm not trying to fill them. In fact, I had to when I got the gig, I kind of stayed away from the original because I didn't want to end up doing some cheap imitation of what Jack was doing. But what a cast and crew, and I can do it from the closet in my guest room. I mean, that's a gig, man.
You've had some great gigs. Casual. Yeah. It's a long list. We don't have time for your IMDb here, but I see you're in Perry Mason this year as well.
I am, and that's been a trip too, to step back in time and wear all those fancy suits and pocket watches. There's no expense spared on that show, and it really shows. I'm excited for folks to see that.
Yeah. Now you're an actor, writer, and producer as well. Anything else cooking?
I got a couple writing projects going into the marketplace as we speak. Got Perry coming out. Got to kind of keep my schedule clear in the hopes we get to make more Pivoting.
Right.
But yeah, plenty more to come. More Rugrats coming. Was just up in the closet recording a few more yesterday.
Okay. And how do you like the animation work, voiceover work?
I love it. You can take some big swings, Stu may be the most unhinged person I've ever played, animation or not.
Maybe he'll slip into Henry in season 2 of Pivoting.
Hey, yeah. Let's. What do they call it? Yeah, a very special Thursday.
Yeah. Now, where do we pivot to see Pivoting?
You catch it on Fox. It's new on Thursdays, and then it's on Hulu immediately afterwards, at least in the States. We're heading towards the finish line here. I think we got 2 episodes left, so check it out.
Fantastic. It looks fantastic. Tommy Dewey, fantastic to have you join us on Morning Live.
Thanks so much for having me.